Hi everybody, Gail here. If you're new here, then a warm welcome for you. Thank you for stopping by and visiting. And if you're a returning beautiful friend, then a warm welcome back to you. And I hope that you are well. I hope this day, whatever day it is, whatever time of day it is, finds you doing good. I've had a bit of a setback during the month of May, so I didn't get much of anything done. This kind of set me back a bit, but you know, we just move forward. So I am here today with my sampoole design team project. This is a collaboration between Sampoole and Lavish Laces and the design team. Gisela over at Lavish Laces has been so kind and so generous. She has sent us all a package of different laces that she sells in her shop, and we were to all use the laces in however we wanted, and then we were to use Sam's digital kit called Garden Memories. And I have been finding it very interesting to see how each of us have approached this little collab. And just before I get into the journal, I just want to show you real quick. This is what I have, and I think we've all kind of mentioned this. I have so much left over from the most generous package from Gisela. She also sent with her laces, she sent a package of some vintage laces and fabrics, and she sent some antique French book pages. So that was really, really nice. And these were some of the laces and trims. There was just so many. Now, all of them here in this box are the color that I received them in, with the exception of this lace right here. This is a lace that I dyed. It's white. I don't know if there's a little bit left. This is how it originally came, if you can see the pattern. And then I dyed it to go with the journal. She even sent us this vintage silk. It's a beautiful golden color, and you can see it's just it's very fragile. So those were in the package. I don't know what all these are called. I'm not a lace expert. Just wanted to show you some of the patterns that came. I love these so much I even went back to Gisela and bought some on my own. This one was one of my favorites. This lace right here. You'll see that in the journal. And some eyelet. I guess that's like an eyelet. She sent us some beautiful tatting. I think we all love tatting. And this was a beautiful piece of it. I love this. I don't know what it's from. It looks like it came off of something. And because it's gathered, I don't know if it was part of, like a skirt or a dress or a blouse, or but I think it's more than just trim, but I could be totally wrong. But you'll see how I used this in the journal. She sent some very wide laces. That, and there was this one. These beautiful patterns. And then there was this one. And look at this. Isn't that pretty? I think I might have used that. I might have tea stained this a little bit. It's already this color, but I may have done something to it. I just can't remember. I had to work on this journal piecemeal because of this issue. I could only work on it little bits at a time, and what can I say? You do what you do. And then we've got some of these narrower trims. vintage trims. I love, look at this one, I love this. And I used most of this, I think. And then this one, I really liked this one. Some crochet. Then here's some more. This is kind of a gray color. And some trim. I don't think I used this in the journal. Just trying to show you, because if you're looking for lace, you know, Gisella's got beautiful laces and her prices are reasonable. Some more crocheted trim. So that, you know, I won't go through all of it. There's more. Now this, I didn't even get a chance to use this. So appliques, a couple appliques, and some ribbon trim. I like the back of it. I like the back of it. And then this, I think, is so pretty. And Gisela, I don't know what this is called. I don't know what this is. But can I tell you, I absolutely love it. I want some of this. I've gone to your shop. I haven't seen any in there, and this may be a, you know, one-off kind of thing. But you'll see I've used it in a couple places in the journal because I just love it so much. I don't even know what I love about it. I just, it just speaks to me. What can I say? No. If I get you in the camera. See, it's kind of got, almost looks like a weave in it. And it's very soft. But I use it for a bow on the front of the journal, and it holds up so well. So, okay, let's get to the journal, which is the reason that you're here. Before my hand went south, I was going to do, and I wanted to do a ring-bound journal. So I thought, since I really couldn't work on anything else and I had to get this done, I would make my design team project my ring-bound journal. I've made this style before and I really like it, and I had wanted to do it again. So I was happy that I could use it in this project. So what I've done on the front, now this, I think I mentioned the kit is called Garden Memories. And so the majority of the kit, all the laces in here are Gisella's, except the seam binding that I used for the closure, but all the laces are Gisella's. And 99% of the images in here are from the Garden Memories kit, but I went through Sam's kits and just kind of picked out some other pieces that I felt went with the kit. So I've used a few images, like from, let's see, French Wage envelope, Ephemera Sheets, In the Garden, French Green, My Collection 2 and 4, and Springtime in France. And I'll list those in the description box below. So on the front, I used this fabric that I had, and I just thought it was really pretty and went with the kit, and just made me think of summer in the garden. And I used it on the front and the back cover, but you don't see much of it on the front cover because I have used, this is a piece of Gisella's lace that I tea stained. Then I took some of the laces, and the corner of this one, I just kind of folded it up and added this rusty safety pin and this little dangle. And then there are a couple of laces under that, and the label is from the kit, Garden Memories. And here's that fabric that I used as a bow that I just love. These are two images from the kit, and I just layered them together. And beneath this particular image, this is on a pretty heavy piece of cardboard or cardstock, and then I've put, what do you call it, some spacers underneath just to lift it up a bit and bring it away from the background some. And then I just added this little flower, little bling flower. And then up here is, oh, this is a piece that I had. It's a little piece of velvet. This is not a wax seal. This is done with a glue gun. What I did was I used my circle punch, and I just punched a circle of this of a blue paper to get that background, and then I used clear hot glue, and then used my wax seal stamp to get the impression of the flowers, and then I used my gold pen to highlight the image, the design. So that is the front. You know what I like about ring-bound journals is you can take each page out if you want. You can add more pages. You can take pages away. If you want to work on some of the pages, you can remove them from the journal and, you know, not be awkward with having to maybe add something to it. You can just take it out and work on it individually and then put it back in. So I really like ring-bound journals. And when you're using it, if you are just going through it, it lays flat on the surface. So I like them. Let's see, what else? Just to show you the sides and the top and the bottom. The covers were made with a very heavy-duty cardstock. Is like a book board. So it's like, it's got the strength of a hardbound book. So I used those for the covers. And then I used 2 of them inside as pages, and that helps give the whole thing some stability and support. So let me just untie this and we'll open it up and get looking at it. Oh, this is some of that pretty crocheted trim of Gisella's. And then what I did here is I took a window envelope. I know we always get a glare. A window envelope. I used one of Sam's new stamps. Oh goodness, I forgot to write down the names of those stamps. I will put the stamps that I used in the description box below, but she just put out some new ones, and these are the newest ones, and they're like the old document stamps, so there's all different shapes and sizes, and I think they're just very useful. So I did stamp that, and a little piece of washi tape down here, and then I made a flip out of this. I may be a little awkward turning stuff today, but I made a flip. This is the back of it. Nice journaling spot, and then a nice journaling spot. This is the front that you see through the envelope. I love this image. And then that just slips back in there. There are 3 journals. There are 3 blank journals in this entire journal, if that makes sense. And I'll show them to you in just a moment. And I did not, the pages are all just blank pages. They're not digitals. The covers are digital, but the insides, I didn't do anything. I didn't add pockets. I didn't add images. I added nothing. I wanted to leave that joy and pleasure to whoever gets this journal. So on this page, I used one of Sam's French wage envelopes to make a pocket, and then I created this tag. This is another one of the images in the Garden Memories that I just love. And of course a journal and a little piece of, no, there's 3 little pieces of Gisella's laces. This one is tea dyed, and then just a little topper. And pocket here, and then this is a pocket. See how I do using the left, guys, I can't use my left hand. I'm telling you, I'm useless. So I made a journaling card, again with one of Sam's stamps and an embossed paper and some of Gisella's lace under here. This was an image from, I think this was from one of her My Collection images that I used. I think I said I used her My Collection 2 and 4. Both of those, in fact, all of her My Collection kits are beautiful old photographs. So that was that. And then I just was playing. I had a punch. I've got a punch that makes this design. And so I just played with some new thread I had gotten. I've been itching to use it, so I put it there. And then on the back, there is a journaling spot and a little bit of that French paper from Gisela. So that slips. I can't use my left hand. I'm just useless. Okay. And there is a little Velcro tab there. Oh, this. I don't know what this is from. Yes, I have some left here. This is a fairly good-sized piece of fabric that Gisela sent us. Is this not beautiful? It's got to be, I don't know what it's got to be. I'm thinking it's like from a blouse, or I don't know. My first thought was a blouse. But this is a fairly good size, and I know she sent this to some of the other members of the team. So I'm really not sure what it was, but it's so thin. It's just, and then the little white embroidered flowers. I loved it, and I was determined to use that someplace in the kit. And so what I did here is I just made a little flip with it. And I just love that. And then this is the first journal. Just put a little clip up top. And it opens like this. And so, you know, this is the inside of the cover. And then I've just got these blank pages. Tea-dyed paper and some handmade paper, very thin. Some lined paper. Some tea-dyed little ledger paper and some lace-stained paper. Some straw paper. And then this is the back inside cover. So that is the first journal. Clip this. Whoops. And this is these are just little pieces of lace that I've added. And those are clipped under here, so somebody can play with those if they so choose. On this page, this is an envelope. Brown. It's like a brown craft envelope, and I added with some of my stained paper. I just did a little torn envelope pocket. Used some of Gisela's lace there. Used some of the fabric that I used on the cover for a little ruffle here. One of the labels, some of Gisela's laces, and then I added a tag. And hydrangeas are one of my favorite flowers. I've got several hydrangeas in my yard, and I love when they bloom. I'm just in my glory when they bloom. I love them so much. So I put that, it's one of those Polaroid style images that Sam does so well. And then these are just some little images that I had in my little ephemera stash. So I tucked those inside. And then when you turn the when you turn the envelope over, I use some more of that cover fabric on the this part of the envelope, whatever you call that, the flap. And inside I added just some little goodies to play with. Some embossed paper, one of my favorite embossing patterns. And then I had done some dyeing a while back with blues. And so I added these dyed doilies. And then another one of those hot glue gun seals. And you can see on this one, you can see the back, the paper. So those are fun. But I tell you, to make a really nice circle with the wax seal, with the stamp, practice, guys. It takes practice. Just saying. Just saying. and another little Velcro dot, one of Sam's stamps, and then just some book page and another little label. Can you see that? In the garden. And then there's Sam's stamp. I think that's one of her signature stamps. And then over here I did, again with some more of that embossed paper that's in here, I did a belly band with a journal, with a label. And then on this tag I used another label, and this, I love this image, this family in the garden. And they're either in their Easter clothes or their Sunday best. Dad's all proud with his big hat, and Mama and the girls all have on their bonnets, and they're holding flowers. So I love that one. And then this is the matte lamination sheet, and then just, can you see, I just stitched around it with a white thread. There we go. So I put that in the belly band, and then just a little tag with a label as a tab. This journal is full with three journals inside the main journal. There's lots and lots of writing room on this side, and this is one of the heavy board pieces that I used for the covers. And I think you can see it's quite thick. So on here, I added one of Sam's Polaroid style images and just sewed on some buttons and a little bit of leftover lace bit. And then, let me move this. I put a teeny tiny little envelope pocket down here, and added some doilies, layered a couple of doilies, and a little stamp bit there. So this tucks behind the envelope, and then in the envelope I've added another one of these flower images, and then I just added some labels and another little dried floral flower head and some laminating paper with a little stamp on it. It's one of Sam's stamps. And tuck that right inside. And then here we've got another envelope that is a pocket. Let me just pull this up so you can see it. One of Sam's stamps, and then some of my faux aged tape. Another one of Sam's stamps. Some more like a sepia colored image of dried hydrangeas. I've put some of Giselle's lace on the flap, and then this opens up again. Got a little tab there, Velcro, and inside I put a large journaling tag with some lace bits that I stained, and this beautiful young lady, and then one of Sam's stamps. This is part of one of her new collections too. And then on the back, this stamp goes with the same collection that this stamp is in, and then I just did some little watercolor on the flower, colored in. And then on the back side, whoops, don't go anywhere, you little lace, you. On the back side, Sam had these cool clipboards. There's 3 of them, I think, 3 different sizes and designs. And then she also had the clipboard clip as a separate piece. So I fussy cut it out of some cardstock and put it, what did I do? It's been a bit. Oh yeah, I just glued part of it, just like you would using it like an envelope closure. And so then what that did, that allowed me to actually use it like a clip. So I put in this image, So see, that just slides under there like it would on a normal clip on a clipboard. And then this embossed paper that I have dyed. Love this color. You'll notice there's a lot of, I've played off the blues in this kit because I'm a bit partial to that color. And then just a little image there. So I tucked those under the clip. And then this is one of my own vintage, like a cabinet card, not a cabinet card per se, I've never can remember what you call them, but from a photo album, very old photo album that had fallen apart. And so I was left with just some of these empty pages, and I am hoarding them, so I use them sparingly. Over here I just did a little floral sticker. And then here is the next journal with a clip at the top. And this opens like this and like that. So here is the journal. And then again, same kind of papers. Same kind of papers. Maybe different sizes or in different order, but mostly same kind of papers. Here I have done some folding. Whoops, let's get in frame here. I've done some folding, so you've got like a little pocket here and a tuck here, but that's about all I've done. I sewed them down the middle on my sewing machine. So that's how they are bound together. This one's got some washi tape on it just for stability. And then this one I didn't want to cut off, so I folded it over, and if someone wants to remove it, they can certainly cut it off, but I didn't want to. And then the clip goes up here, somewhere up there. And then on this side, I used some of the lace as a tuck on the side of the journal. And here I have some handmade paper with some dried little florals in it. And I don't remember where I got this from. I might have got this from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I might have. I did get some from her, but I also got some from somewhere else a long time ago. So, and then here's another one of my little envelopes. Envelope pocket. These, I learned how to do these. I was inspired by Heather from Ruby and Pearl. She did a little tutorial on making these, and I made up a whole bunch of them. I did a mass make. I think I showed those over on my Instagram, but I just tucked a blank one in there, and then some more of Sam's lovely Polaroid style images. 1924, September. And then down here in 1925, February. So those go in there, and I do have a little paper clip here to hold them in. So they'll stay there. This is another pocket, and there is a tab here that slipped down, and again it was a fairly large envelope that I had, some junk mail, and so I made a pocket out of it. And then this is the journal card that I put inside. And I stenciled the back and added some of my own antique book page. And that goes inside this pocket right here. This is more of my antique book page and some antique German book page. And then this is just a little rub-on and a label. So I just collaged the outside of the envelope. I love to collage window envelopes. Let's see, and then this turns over. And on this side, I've done a tuck. And then some of Gisella's lace at the top. This background is some vintage ledger paper that I have. This I just put on, I used some file folder that I had stained, and then just hand hand fussy cut, tore fussy cut, tear fussy cut. I don't know, what do you want to call it? This image. And then I made a free-floating kind of pocket, a couple little brads in there, and this image, I think that is great-grandpa in the garden that he has tended all his life, and he's very proud of it. And then some paper on the back for journaling. So I tucked that in there. Whoops. Inside, there are some tags from the kit. Let's go inside here. And this could certainly be glued down somewhere if someone wanted to. Okay, that's what was in here. And then over here, I used one of those Tim Holtz frame die cuts. And you saw this image of this lady in the earlier part of the journal. I liked her so much. I made a smaller image of her and put her in the frame. And I did some embossed stenciling. And this again is one of those bookboard style pages, so they're nice and sturdy. Just some more images. This is just one, okay, of Sam's. Over here, I left the back of this blank because I thought it was a great place to either journal, or if someone wanted to add pictures or their own pocket, whatever. I didn't want to cover up the image. Let's be honest, I just didn't want to cover up the image. Again, very pale images of hydrangeas. You can see there's a little of the hydrangea lavender in there and some of the greens. Over here, I made a pocket. What is this? I think this is no, I don't know what this is. Oh my. See, it's been a while. Okay, so this is some of the lace that I had dyed from Gisella's. I was thinking this was an envelope, but it's not. Okay, it's just a piece of cardstock, heavy-duty cardstock that I cut and made a pocket out of. There's a pocket here, and let me just show you what I've got. Again, some more laminated dried floral, but behind this one I did add some lace. I stitched around it. This one again, and then I stamped it. I did not stitch around it, but I added a little grommet and a topper there. Tuck those in. And then this is a large, tall journaling card, and there's some more of that. I just love the way it makes a bow, because I'm not good at bows, but I really like the way these bows turned out. This is just some paper that I had and some lace, book page on the back, and a journaling spot. And then that just goes into this pocket right here. And then on this page I left it blank, again, journaling or adding something to it. And then this is the last journal. And let me take these out so you can see. There is another piece of lace here for a tuck spot, and another clip with some more little lace at the top. And it opens like this. Be nice if you could see it. And again, it's just all the same kind of papers that I used in the other two. So what I tucked in this little pocket here is some more handmade paper. And this is from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. It's just a little rough sketch that I did with my dip pen and some sepia ink on some brown paper, and it's not perfect. It's just a little rough sketch, and I wanted it to look sketchy, so I tucked that in there. And then just some more. I like these two ladies in the garden. They're gossiping and sewing or knitting at the same time. Telling each other stories. And then I think these are three sisters. Whoops. I wanted to get a closer look. Yes, I don't think it's a mother and daughter. I think it's like three sisters. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. Out in the garden. And then nothing on the back. Ready for journaling. And then we come to the back of the journal. And what I did here is I've just got a nice creamy colored envelope that I embossed. If you can see the design. And I've just put a little stained grungy tag here. I did not put anything in the envelope. And then that is all clipped together with the journal clip. Then on the last page, let me just take these out, because if I don't, they'll just come out anyway. And let me show you what I did. This is that fabric I said I was going to find some way to use it, and this is part of it. And this was the fold. I did not make these folds. The folds were already in it. Can you see the folds? And I just did some little slow stitching, just some little seed stitches. Let's see, I did some here, and then some in the center, and then I did some over here on the edge, and sewed on this vintage button, and made a little tuck spot out of it. And then this image, I used some, I'm not even sure what this was. It's some, I think it's some advertising page I had from an old magazine, very old, like 1800s old. But it was kind of fragile, so I have backed it with something. I don't know what. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I was doing it just a smidge at a time, and so I did take this image of Sam's and just kind of crumple it and stain it. Just added this little clip here. I just wanted it to look like it'd been an old pocket that was in here for a long time. And then in this pocket, I tucked French book page. And I guessed one of these guest checks that I aged and added another little rub-on on it. One of Sam's stamps and a little piece of one of her images for a journal card. Aged it up. Tucked that in there. And then this tab, why do I keep doing that? This tag with this little fabric as a tab top up here. And again, just aged the back a little for journaling. Tuck that in there. And then this sweet image, mama and daughter out in the garden. Tuck that in there. And then in the little tuck spot in front, I added another laminated dried floral. And this one is on the clear lamination paper. Sorry for the glare. Okay, I did not sew around this. And then this one is on the matte laminating paper with the little label. The label's on the inside of the lamination. And some dried florals. And this background that you see behind the flower, that was that kind of that golden colored silk that was in Gisella's package. I wanted to use it someplace, but it was so fragile, I just felt like I needed to protect it. But I just loved it, so I used that as a background and laminated them together. And then I just tucked a little label in there. And that's it. That is my Sam Poole Design Team project for the collaboration. I want to thank you all for stopping by and visiting. Hopefully this will get better and I can start doing some more things in the studio. We'll have to just wait and see. But anyway, I always appreciate when you visit. You leave such, I say this all the time, but I mean it. And I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate. You leave beautiful comments and you're very supportive. And I am always grateful and I feel blessed by each and every one of you. So I just want to say stay well, be happy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.